the information if they haven't?
Yeah, we've literally, I put the videos up for them to look at. The first one, which was the L one, and then the one with yourself. You guys have looked at it all, haven't you? They're looking blank.
No, was it?
Yes,
the one...
I looked at it. Amazing.
Is it in the group chat or in the Telegram?
Yeah, Telegram.
Chat?
Telegram.
Telegram. Yeah, no, I've not checked it out yet.
I didn't realise that's what tonight was.
Don't worry too much. I'll tell you why, because Carol's been doing a 10-day challenge with Fraser Brooks anyways. So she's completely up to spec with what you're going to do, Darryl. Kevin's done 30-day challenges before when we very first started. So this is not going to be an issue. And as soon as they jump off, they can watch that video and then plug back into it.
Sure. Perfect. Yes. Well, who's on the line now? Because I can't see everybody. Just give me an idea who's on the line here.
We've got Carol.
I know 007.
Christina.
Carol, Christina.
Janice is on, and Janice is from the USA. Janice is one of Rebecca's, and Rebecca should be coming in. So
hi, Janice.
She's on mute at the moment.
I smoke, so I switch off my video. It's not nice.
Now, who was that?
Christina.
Okay, I can't get the lighting. There's not a lot of lighting there, so I really couldn't see the name. Hi, Christina.
Hi. How are you?
I am fantastic and improving.
Oh, wow, nice. Good to hear this.
Leader in another networking company used to say that all the time. Clive Leeds.
Well, then he must have got it from Zig Ziglar, because that's where I got it from about 25 years ago, from Zig Ziglar.
Right, this 30-day challenge, Darryl, how do you want to run it? How many people do you want to be contacting per day?
Well, again, the 30-day challenge is a little bit different. So I think we need to fix that and talk a little bit about that. Yeah, guys, the reason we've had a lot of success, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time here today. We'll get back on next week or a couple of days from now, or whatever, after we kind of go through this process. That the 30-day challenge is based on the, and we can add the other one that you're talking about as well, but 30-day challenge is based on you now understanding that we are what we think about. You know, so whatever a person is thinking about the most is basically what's gonna permeate in their life. If you're thinking about COVID all the time, or you're thinking about not COVID all the time, or you're thinking about this all the time or that all the time, that's what's going to manifest in your life. And so many people don't realize that we are what we think about. And a lot of times, because of the society and the negativity and, you know, bad things, the division that's out there, you know, we focus on those things. It's constantly in our minds that we're thinking about things that, you know, are going to bring us lack, or going to bring us conflict, or going to bring us, you know, things that we really don't want to have in our life. And that's what's critical to being successful. So again, what I want everybody to do, if you haven't done it, you know, then we're going to talk. You guys can ask some questions, and we'll come back on this call another day, tomorrow, the next day, or whatever. Is that, first of all, you need to go to where Sam, which she always puts great information up regarding our business, is get to either Telegram, or I have a team site. Sam, I took the video that you sliced together for me, and I put it on there. So I've got people all over the world looking at that. We have a team site, and Sam, I don't know if you mind me mentioning that. I know most people know about it.
Not at all.
Okay, so it's successteamsite.com. It's 3 words: www.success, successteamsite.com. Successteamsite.com. And I put information up there for us. It's Maria and our site, but I have information up there from Todd and Danny, and sometimes you'll see stuff from Pastor Deborah Taylor, and I think there was a training up there with Sam and I think Kayla on there. Excuse me, guys, up there as well. And on there, if you go to either Telegram, where Sam showed you to go, or you go to that site and you click on a button called Success Tube, you're going to see The Strangest Secret. It's the first video out there. First, it has my picture on it, and then it says we are what we think about. And then if you click the button, immediately Earl Nightingale is going to come on. and he does a 31-minute presentation about the secret to success. And a lot of people don't realize that the secret to success is we become what we think about. Something that simple, that easy, and some of it will go over your head because you say it can't be this easy, but it actually is. You know, my 30-year career in this industry, even before this industry, I applied some of those principles, and a lot of times I didn't even know I was doing it, but I brought into my life some of those things that I kept putting in my mind on a consistent basis. And so what I really want you to do, if you haven't watched the video, you need to watch the video. It'll just save me from having to go through this information, and then I can be more specific. After his video is over, then you guys can go, right after that video is my Saturday training that I did, which I actually apply. I talked about what was in the Strangest Secret, and I applied it to my life and some of the things that we've accomplished. And it's really easy to see that because of what you learned in that video, it can transpose into your life, and you can draw a lot of incredible things to you. You know, if you just even think today, what you're thinking about, you know, even when you're goofing around or not even, you know, talking to your kids or colleagues, et cetera, if you really figure out, what did I think about the last hour? And you'll realize that you're thinking about stuff that doesn't matter, things that are not bringing you closer towards your business goal, et cetera. And it inhibits your growth. But if you guys take a look at that video, and this is a video that I've watched hundreds of times over the years. If you guys do that, and then you follow up with my second video on there, we can actually get back on here and actually go through it. And the bottom line is, he asked about a 30-day plan afterwards. And basically it's just writing out your number one goal, your number one vision, what it is that you want to accomplish. And if you've already listened to it, you know what I'm talking about. And he explained how to do it, how to write it out, how detailed it, then how to look at it every single day, etc. And if you do that, I'm telling you, your life is going to change. So I'm getting together a group of people that have lots of little pods, if you will, that are going after this for 30 days. And they're going to get up in the morning. They're going to be looking at what's on their mind. They're going to put in the time, the effort, the energy. You're going to have to think about what you're thinking about throughout the day. You are today in your situation because of your thoughts over the past. That's pretty simple, but it's actually true. And he just breaks it down. So I want to find out when you guys can actually watch those two videos. The first one's about 31, 32 minutes. Again, either on the site or wherever Sam sends you to watch it. The second one is followed right behind that one. Again, it's on the site, or Sam can show you how to do that. Then you're going to know why we've had a lot of success. I mean, I break down 5 concrete things in my life. I think it's ended up 6 because I gave one more at the end, of basically thinking the way that I think. That's the way I live today, and the way a lot of different things in my life. So you're going to learn those things. And then if you apply that for the next 30 days, following what Earl Nightingale talks about, and then I'm not going to be here to be a babysitter. I'll be here to support you, and you guys can contact me and I'll encourage you, etc. But again, right now, we're in the midst of looking for some pretty serious people that need to go to another level in life. And a lot of times people, you're stuck because people are stuck. It's because of what they're thinking about. You know, like for an example, I'll give you an example. Every once in a while, as positive as I am and as happy as I am, I had a little knee situation back in the day. And sometimes you get so stuck on that. When I go up a pair of stairs, my first 2-3 steps is I don't feel the challenge in my knee, but my mind remembers the challenge that I had, and my body goes into limp mode. And it's because of that thinking that's been in there. And I have to process after 2, 3, 4 steps, that doesn't hurt anymore. And all of a sudden my body straightens up and I walk up the stairs. Well, that's the challenge in most people's minds. Some people may say, well, Darryl, you can't sign up anybody in the UK, or you can't sign up anybody in Las Vegas. People just don't travel. People are stuck because there's no place to go. And then you just put these negative thoughts in your mind, whatever they are. That could be that, or it could be anything. And the next thing you know, you're bringing that reality to you. And I can tell you right now, there's people in UK in multiple different companies that are out there that are making, tens of thousands of dollars a month in their businesses. And because their mindset is that I'm great, I'm going to attract great people to me, I'm going to work my business, and great things are going to happen to me. Here's my goal. And that's just what I'm bringing to me. So people have said that to me for 30 years, me being in this industry, because I'm part of this country or part of this city or part of this state. Oh, people aren't excited about network marketing. Oh, people aren't. I mean, I've heard that 100 different times, and it's not true. So again, what this is going to do is get your mind changing, because if you can change your mind, you can change your destiny. And it's so simple to do it. I did it before I even learned about the books and learned about this stuff. I'll give you just one example that you'll see in the video in my training that comes after that video. Is when I went off to school, I have 9 brothers and sisters, and I'm the number 8. Out of the 6 boys, I'm the youngest. So I was coddled a lot. I have 2 younger sisters younger than I. And when I went off to school, it was a little bit different. And obviously, it was the first time away from home, and my brothers and sisters, family, and mom, dad, and all of that stuff. So yeah, I was lonely. It was a little bit frightening sometimes, and it was this and that. So to calm myself, before I went to bed every night, I would literally lay in the bed, and for 10, 15 minutes, all I would see, I played basketball. I got a scholarship and to play basketball, and obviously I did graduate, so I took advantage of it. And I used to just sit there visualizing myself making baskets, sit there visualizing myself being successful. I would just see myself achieving great honors and winning games and doing all the things that I needed to do. And I would do that every single night. Nobody told me how to do it. Nobody explained it to me. I think maybe it came back from, when I went to church and Sunday school, knock and it will be open, seek and you shall find, ask and you shall receive, etc. It may have come from that. I don't know, but I would sit there every day, every week, every month, and I would do that. Well, I literally had an amazing career. I won MVP of the team, MVP of the region, all the teams in our region. And we have a record still at that school that's never been broken. And that's been over 30 plus years for that team. And about 8, 9 years ago, I got a letter and a call, and they invited us to come back to the school. And they inducted me and a couple of the guys on that team into the School Hall of Fame. And again, part of it was because I was athletic. I did what I needed to do. But I think 100% of it came because where I was thinking. I saw it happen before it happened. And I just mentally just got into that. And when I was in a game, I expected to make a shot. I didn't go in there and think, oh, my elbow's hurting, so I'm not going to make a shot. I expected to win. I expected to do well. I was having the expectation of success and all of these things. And it's because I thought about it. We are what we think about. We become what we think about. And a lot of people don't do that. A lot of you don't even realize you're off in left field thinking about things that don't really matter, things that, my mom was poor, my dad was poor, my grandparents were poor, my this and that. And I guess that's just going to be me. And you're bringing those things into your life. And it could be little things or it could be even big things. But what Earl Nightingale and several other speakers, trainers that I listened to over the years, they teach you that we become what we think about. So he has a 30-day challenge as he shows you what to do, how to do it, etc. And it makes all the sense in the world. One of the things you're also going to hear is that he talks about the ground, is land, the ground where, let's say, a farmer plants is as fertile as the mind. The mind is even more fertile, but the ground does not really care what you plant. You can plant a corn and you'll get corn. You can plant a watermelon seed and you're going to get watermelons. You can plant a squash and you're going to get squash. You can plant nightshade, which is a poison. And again, if you take care of the ground, you water and plant, the nightshade is going to come up. And just like your mind, it doesn't care what you plant in your mind, but whatever it is you plant, that's what you're going to to reap. You know, we reap, we sow, and then we reap. We have to have the harvest, etc. And if you can just work on some little things about changing your mindset, things that you're talking about, and he breaks it down on how to do that. Guys, I'm telling you, your life is going to change. Before I got good at this and understanding how to build a business and what tenacity I needed to have and the energy and all the things that I needed to have, I would see myself, you know, from growing up, having great things in my life. And I go into about 4 other details on there, and some of them will crack you up. Maria's one of them. So you'll get cracked up when you hear that part. But I brought her to me. And when you hear the story, how it actually came to fruition, hopefully some of you are going to be cracking up and laughing on that. But that's it. I want, if you guys can go back and go through that and then watch my second video, we convene back here again, or just start on the 30-day run blitz, if you will. That's what it's about. It's about, you know, throughout the day, when I wake up in the morning, I'm looking at what my vision's all about. I'm thinking about what my vision's about. I'm seeing it as I'm talking to you guys right now. I'm seeing even bigger, better things happening in my life. I'm, you know, it's just amazing that, you know, I was talking to Maria, and obviously we talk all the time. It's my wife, and we're together literally 24 hours a day most of the time, except when I'm working out or doing a couple little things, the things she may be doing. But, you know, I was just thinking about her, said, here's what's going to happen. This was just after, you know, I started getting back into it, because I kind of went away from that for a while. I mean, it's still always there, but I happened to see the video 2-3 weeks ago, and I said, man, I'm getting ready to go to a whole other level, because I'm going to refocus on it. I'm really going to control my thoughts. And I just told Maria, watch what's going to happen. I said, Maria, there's going to be some people coming into our group. I don't even know who they are, where they're going to come from. They're just going to explode the group and the organization. And I actually saw the group, and I just mentally pictured a group of, you know, thousands of people, and the group just getting bigger. Well, I just got a call from Dave yesterday, and he said, Danny just signed a major player from the UK that just signed up in the business, and the guy has potential to bring in thousands of people. That's how simple it works. But for some of you that are so smart, you're not going to get it. You're going to think it cannot work that way. It is too simple. That's mumbo jumbo. And if you do that, we really going to have to work on you, because it is literally that simple. So I'm going to help you out. And in Sam's group right now, I see some people coming into Sam's group. And guys, I'm not no meaty, what do you call it? One of those people from Hogwarts, or or what's the name of that movie over there? That big movie, Hogwarts is the
Harry
school
Potter.
there.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. I'm not a Harry Potter. I'm not any of that. I'm not a mystic. But I'm telling you, I see somebody sponsoring some people in the group that sponsors the people in the group that bring in thousands of people under Sam's organization. I'm seeing that, and I'm going to see that the rest of the day and tomorrow, et cetera. And guys, invariably, what is going to happen? That is going to happen because I'm seeing that happen, and I'm going to draw that to myself. And I've done that hundreds of times throughout my life, and I'm doing it right now, and I'm getting back in it. And I want to teach you guys that trick. And it's not really a trick. I'll explain it this way, and then we'll get into some questions, and then hopefully you guys can go watch it multiple times, because I swear to you, after you watch it 10 times, you're going to find, I missed that the first 9 times, because your body just mind wasn't ready to pick it up. But it's important that you actually do that. Now I forgot my thought process that I had just a second ago. Let me see if I can get it to come back here in a minute. But the point is that if you do those simple things, guys, it can really make all the difference in your life. Your life will change, but you have to go through the process. You have to believe it. And again, if you think about, what have you been thinking about lately? You know, what do you think about daily? And if you look at the mind thinks of negative stuff. Why? Because we watch the news, and the news is mostly negative, right? It's telling you, you know, things that create division. It's telling you things that, you know, people got shot. You know, here in America, there's probably, you know, a mass shooting every couple of days. And And that's on the news, and that's what's going into people's mindset. And that's what people are thinking about. Or I got to pay this bill. I don't have the money to pay this bill that's coming up. And that's going into your mindset. And if you can learn how to shift the mind and start thinking about different things along that way, your life is going to change, guys. And I can't say it any simpler than it's worked for me even before I even understood it. And it'll definitely work for you as well. And it's not just me saying it. It's every serious player that's out there from back in the day that has taught this, that has manifested this stuff into my life. But any questions just on what the assignment is, what you guys need to do, and how you need to do it, or anything I can help you guys with?
I think the first thing we need to do is get everyone to watch the video. So while you've been talking, we've just been typing, and we've just agreed that we're going to watch that straight now. We're all together, so it makes sense. I can just literally play it on the Zoom call and we can watch it. So while you were chatting, yeah, that's what we're going to do. So that's mine to you, Darryl. That's what I'm going to say. And anyone else has got anything to say?
Any comments on there, guys? Again, this is not witchcraft. It's not any of that stuff. It's the law. And here's what I was going to say earlier that just came back. It's like everybody knows the law of gravity, right? Mm-hmm. The law of gravity is if you have something, if I hold something in my hand, I'm about 5 feet off the ground, and I open my hand to let the object go, whether it's my phone or rock or anything, even though I may want it to float up, and I may want it to stay, float in the air or float up. It's not. There's a law that states, gravity, that if you let it go, it's going to fall. It works every time. There's a law of abundance. There's a law of prosperity, and it works the same. And if you can learn to tap into these laws, ladies and gentlemen, your life can change. And 99% of it is right here into your head. Carol, any questions from Carol?
No, I'm good. Thanks, Darryl. I'm just wanting to get on and watch the video, and then we can see after that. But it's all about mindset, isn't it? At the end of the day, that's what you're saying, isn't it? It's mindset. It
really is. We are what we think about. You guys, I want you to write that down. We become what we think about. We become what we think about. So you have to control what you think about. Carol, what's your background? What do you do, or what did you do in the past? Or
I'm still working full time, so doing the Trevorium stuff part time. I work in a secondary school, so I provide pastoral support to students in school.
Okay, you said pastoral?
Pastoral support, yeah. So I support families of children with additional needs, yeah.
Okay, and pastoral meaning from a church standpoint, back, correct?
Yeah,
it's a church organization?
Yeah, I am in a Catholic school. Yeah. But it's I support the family, so I try and I support students getting access to education, but also the social side of school, and that side. It can range from I forgot my PK, miss, or I'm self-harming, miss. It can be that different. Yeah. So I sort of support a holistic family.
Well, anybody from a church background should already know this stuff. And I said it earlier. It's in the Bible. It says, "Seek and you will find. Ask and it will be opened." And so again, it comes from that. And all we have to have is the seed of the size of a mustard seed, the faith of that to actually make it come to fruition. But guys, I can tell you, I'm sitting here before you today. And if you watch the second video where I'm actually doing the Saturday training from last week, I give you multiple examples of how this happened in my life. And that's why I'm very careful of what I think about. And now I want to control it even more because, a lot of times you learn things like this. Yeah, I wish I'd have knew that when I was 18 or 19 or understood that I had that power, when I was younger. Sometimes we get older and now we really get it, and then now we start using it. But it doesn't matter what your age is or sex. It does not matter at all. We become what we think about. And if you get that one thing today, and you learn from the people that we're going to be talking about and what they teach, and others as well. There's not just the one guy. There's hundreds of them. Your life is literally going to change.
Love it.
Awesome. 007, I just saw your movie this past week. I loved it, but the ending was a little different, but I still loved it. Have you seen
Don't
it yet?
spoil it. Don't spoil it. Not seen it yet.
I haven't seen a James Bond movie for decades, Darryl. I think Live and Let Die was the last one I saw.
Oh, well, man, yeah, I'm glad you said don't spoil it, because I was about to say it, so I assumed that everybody over there in the UK already seen it.
Don't you dare spoil it. Don't you dare.
No, I will not, but I enjoyed it. There's a lot of action, I'll put it that way. A lot of action, as usual, in his movies, and that's a genre that I do like to see. So go out and watch it as soon as you can. I think if you love action, you will do it. All right, so what else, Sam, can I help out with? Now, obviously, everybody needs to go watch the video. That's going to be the 30 days. Then we'll put that blitz. Somebody's going to be here, and hopefully after I say it, somebody in Sam's group is going to bring in somebody that brings in somebody that brings in somebody that's going to explode this thing sooner than later. Let me be more specific. So there was a guy that, he was visualizing that he was in the ocean on this big old ship, and he was just watching the water, seeing it, and this and that. And a year later, he was in the Navy. See, he didn't picture it all the way through. You have to be specific on what it is that you want. So if I were you and I said what I said, and knowing that I make these things come to fruition, or they are attractive, you should say, I'm the one that's going to sign up the one that's going to sign up the one that's going to sign up the one that's going to bring it in. You need to start seeing that. And now you got double, because you're thinking it, I'm thinking it, and now that power together can manifest it much quicker.
Nice. Yep.
Sam, back to you, unless there's any questions. And when would
Brit's asked a question, and one of the things that she's asked, and sorry to say this, but I'm only repeating what I'm reading, okay, Darryl? So she's put on here, we aren't back, so I want to keep everything hubby and ourselves travels to within the USA at the moment. Is anyone having issues with that in the USA? I'm not in the USA, I can't answer, I'm only over here.
So what was the question?
If someone's not vaccinated in the USA, have they got any problems flying at all within the USA not being vaccinated?
I don't know, because I'm vaccinated, so I have no idea. Some of the stores out here, they require masks. Some places in the countries, they don't. And, all I know is when we fly, the airlines are packed. The airports are packed. So, I mean, that's all I can comment on. I don't know if I don't think they've put anything in place that you cannot fly if you're not vaccinated, because everybody that flies still has to wear the mask. Some places you can go here in America, you have to wear masks. In some places you don't. The numbers are definitely coming down. That's a good thing. So I think it is going to dissipate at some point in time, but there's millions and millions and millions of people all over the world that are traveling and having a great time and going to restaurants. We go to restaurants and they are packed. And when you walk into a restaurant, we do have a mask on, but obviously we take it off as soon as we sit down. You just got to be healthy and just be smart about it. But it's up to people can have their own feeling about whether they want to get it or not. And we're not going to get into that, but that's up to each individual thing. All I know is that we're successful. We want to continue to be successful. We want to help a bunch of other people all over the world become more successful and live happier lives and healthier lives and be safe and make lots of money and help other people make lots of money. That's what I'm putting out to you.
Yeah.
Any other questions about what we talked about today?
I think we need to get these guys watching this. I know that Carol and Kevin want to watch this now. Do you want to stay with us, Christina and Janice? Do you want to stay and watch this?
This is the video. Yeah. That's fine.
Well, you've watched it.
Okay.
I've watched it.
Focus on it when you watch it, because again, you the third and fourth and fifth time you watch it, you're going to pick up a couple things he said. You're going to hear big points, but there's a lot of little points that go in and out the first time. That's why I've watched that hundreds and hundreds of times, and I continue to watch it as well. When I work out, sometimes I'll have music on, and then the last few days, I've listened to this
Yeah.
again. I'm just trying to lock it in, and it's more important than me watching a movie or listening to some music. At least for me, it is.
What is the movie name you just mentioned that we should watch?
Well, it's going to be the one Earl Nightingale, The Strangest Secret. It's a version that's 31 minutes. And then after that version is over, Sam helped us out, and she actually put my Saturday training, which correlates with that. So Sam's going to show you guys right now. So I'll be quiet and get out of the way. And Sam, we can intervene at another time. We can set another date, another time to get back on. But again, like through the 30 days, I mean, I'm not going to be there. You can give me a list of people that are doing it, and I'll send encouragement and those type of things. But, you know, this is some guys, you know, it's like in college, they don't care if you come to class or not. They don't care if you turn in your homework. In high school and 11th grade, 10th grade, 12th grade, they do. But in college, they figure you're paying money, you're serious about getting an education, you're going to do what you're supposed to do. And that's the same thing here. I'll be here to support. Cam only has to call me, text me, or whatever she needs. I'm going to be there to help out with the team. But we're not going to sit there, okay, every 2 days we're going to get back on. You know, we're adults here. You want to figure this out, and you can call me anytime you want. You guys can reach out to me anytime you want. And I'll be here to help you. Of course, you guys know Todd's there. We've got access to Dave. We're exploding. Things are happening all over the world. And you guys can actually see a better future and do the same thing as well. Now, the lady in United States, I've not met her. I'd love to connect with her. And is she plugged into some of the things we're doing, or is she a secret agent?
No, she's not a secret. She's not one of my directs. She's one of Rebecca Brown. So she's been working very closely with Rebecca. Rebecca's been plugging her into everything. Janice is beautiful. She's absolutely lovely. I can get you guys hooked up in a conversation on Facebook.
Yeah, that would be great. So guys, here's what's good about being able to have me share my story, and Todd is guys, we make a major six-figure income with this company. That's a positive. So I can share that to your partners and your friends as your business partner and friend, and that's a good story. Number two, we've been in this industry for 30 years, so I understand the industry. We've had success for 30 years in this industry, so I can share that story as well with them. And the third thing is Dave Hart, a CEO of our company. I've been friends with Dave for 22, 23 years. I can share that with your person. So those are some things that I can share that if you haven't reached, director or 1-star or 2-star yet, you can't really share those things. And what I've been a philosopher of, or what I've loved in my life, is that I used to use lots and lots of people, because I know different people relate to different individuals. So I would always three-way my people to multiple people, because one or two of them they may not have related to, and one or two of them they might relate to. But if I just work with one person, I know Rebecca, we've talked, we've been on the phone a couple of times over the year with Rebecca. I can be an asset to you, just quickly to tell my name, my story, why I'm excited about the business, talk about Dave, and we've taken lots of trips, so I can hit on those avenues as well. So if I can help, let me know.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys.
This is really great help. Yeah.
You are welcome. So go watch that and learn from it, and then watch it again tonight, tomorrow, and a couple more times. It will change your life. I believe that, and I think you'll see it if you listen to it a few different times. Sam, thanks for inviting me. Whatever you need, let me know if we need to come back on tomorrow, the next day, or next week. I'll be here for you guys.
I am going to reach out to you, Darryl, and I really appreciate you giving us your time tonight. And the one thing that I really appreciate as well, you told us that you're not going to babysit us. We've got to be accountable for ourselves. So we've got to get this done. So if we want Darryl's time, we've got to give him the goods to get his time. It's as simple as that. Yeah, you've just heard who he is, and he's offering it. We've got to do the same. There's no point having someone offer such a massive golden nugget to us and us go, no, I'm not doing it.
When do we start with the 30 days challenge? When do we start with the 30 days?
He He actually, I'm starting Monday with a different
Okay.
group of people.
Awesome.
But here's what he says. He says it in the video, don't start until you're ready to commit. So he basically says what I just said there. So you can do it anytime. It can be an individual thing. It could be a group thing that you guys are doing. But the key is, again, we become what we think about. So I'm thinking you guys are going to start thinking some amazing things here for yourself, your family, in the UK and the world. So I'm excited.
Darryl, since I've watched that, and I've watched that before, there's been a change in me. I mean, I've got my makeup back on, hair done. I've been out on a business meeting today. I've got someone who's looking to come in and do the Forex. So what Darryl's saying is true, because I'm showing you it is. You've seen how I've been. Look, and you've seen the calls that are going on between us. I've taken Darryl's advice. Most certainly taken Darryl's advice, and I'm going to keep taking it. And it's the most important thing to do. There's no point us having such an opportunity like this and a company like this and not doing it. It's just crazy.
Yeah, and the last thing for me is when you guys watch the videos, send me a note. Sam, they can even put it in the spot where I see, your stuff all the time. It can be there. Or guys, you can reach out to me personally. It doesn't matter, but right where Sam has her group, you guys always comment. Write in there what you picked up from there. And if it was 0, put 0 in there. If it was this or that, put something in there, and then I'll go there. I never really comment because I know Sam's doing what she needs to do, and I just go there, take a quick check, and if I ever need to comment, I will. But I do see what you guys are doing, and I'm thankful to be a part of that group as well. And if you need a specific thing from me, just say, hey, Darryl, I need you to answer this. And if I can see it, I will actually do so. But write a comment in there of what you feel from what Sam's going to show you. And then let's say a week or two from now, once you've watched it 4, 5, 6 different times, write another comment in there. And we just want to make sure you're on the right track moving forward. But again, we become what we think about. And that is one of the best things and biggest advice I could ever give you guys on the reason why we're in the situation we're in right now.
Awesome.
God bless you guys. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Darryl.
Okay.